Have you ever noticed how a simple walk in the park can change your whole day? Maybe you've had one of those mornings where everything just feels a little heavier. You wake up feeling groggy, your joints a bit stiff, and somehow, the day already feels long before it's even begun. Then, you decide to step outside. Just 10 or 15 minutes, nothing fancy, just the trees, a little breeze, maybe a bird or two. And suddenly, you feel better. Not just a little better. Lighter. Calmer. More present. Now here's the thing, that's not just in your head. Spending time in nature, especially as we get older, isn't a luxury. It's not something nice to have. It's essential. And I'm here today to share with you why even 20 minutes a day outdoors can work wonders on your body, your mind, and your overall well-being, no matter if you're 70, 80, or beyond. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 powerful, science-backed reasons why being in nature can help slow down aging, ease stress, boost memory, and even improve physical health in ways that surprise most people. And the best part? You don't need to hike a mountain or live in the countryside to get these benefits. Just a simple park bench under the trees could be enough. Let's start with the first reason nature matters, because it helps your body relax in a way that medication often can't. Nature naturally lowers stress. Imagine your body like a house that's been lived in for many decades. Over time, a little dust builds up in the corners, the hinges creak a bit, and the roof needs patching now and then. That's totally normal. But what if we told you that being in nature is like opening all the windows, letting fresh air rush in, and giving the place a good sweep? When you're surrounded by green spaces, your nervous system actually calms down. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, and stress hormones like cortisol decrease. This isn't just a feel-good idea, it's been proven in study after study. In Japan, they even have a name for it, shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. It doesn't mean taking a bath in the woods, though that would be a story. It means simply being in the presence of trees. Breathing. Walking slowly. Letting nature do what it's meant to do, reset your body. And no, you don't have to be in a forest. A quiet garden, a patch of lawn, a lakeside path, anything natural counts. Even sitting on your porch with a few plants around you can have a soothing effect. But here's the thing many people over 70 don't realize, your body responds to stress differently than it used to. When we were younger, stress came and went more easily. A good night's sleep, a quick walk, and we bounced back. But as we age, stress tends to stick more. It stays in the shoulders, the stomach, the back of the mind. It lingers. And over time, that wears us down. It affects the heart. It disrupts sleep. It can even cloud our thinking. So if all it takes is 20 quiet minutes outside to help wash some of that stress away, isn't that worth trying? Here's what you can do. After breakfast, instead of heading straight to the TV or your phone, step outside. If you can walk, take a gentle stroll. If walking is a challenge, sit somewhere you can see the sky and a bit of green. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Notice the sounds. Let your body settle. Do this for 20 minutes, and you'll feel the difference, not just in your mind, but in your body too. Some people even report their arthritis feels better after regular time in nature. Why? Because when you lower stress, you lower inflammation. And inflammation is behind a lot of the aches and pains we feel as we get older. And if you think you don't have time, let me say this, these 20 minutes might give you back years. Not in a magic pill kind of way. But by lowering your stress daily, you're protecting your heart, your brain, and your long-term health. It's one of the simplest anti-aging tools we have, and it's completely free. And remember, this isn't about going alone either. Call a friend and go together. Walk with your spouse. Bring a grandchild and talk about the birds you see. These moments, out in the fresh air, in good company, have a way of staying with you long after the walk ends. So that's the first secret from nature, it helps your body and mind relax. Not just for a moment, but in a way that helps you live better, longer. Now that we've opened the door and stepped into this world of green, let's go a little deeper. Because nature doesn't just relax the mind, it sharpens it too. If you're still watching and feel that these insights are meaningful, please type number 2 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I warmly invite you to do so, and don't forget to turn on the bell, so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos designed to uplift, inform, and inspire. Your support truly means a lot. It's what keeps us going and allows us to continue sharing thoughtful, helpful content just for you. Now, let's continue this journey together. Have you ever walked outside after feeling a bit foggy, only to return more clear-headed, even cheerful? That's not a coincidence. One of the most powerful, but often overlooked, benefits of spending time in nature after 70 is how it helps your brain function better. Yes, your brain. Even if you sometimes forget a name or misplace the keys, that doesn't mean your brain has stopped growing or changing. In fact, it's constantly looking for ways to stay strong, and nature can give it the boost it needs. Spending time outdoors improves something called attention restoration. It's just a fancy way of saying your brain gets tired of focusing. Watching TV, reading, solving problems, or even just thinking about your day can use up a lot of mental energy. Nature gives your brain a break, but in a good way. When you look at trees swaying gently in the wind or listen to birds chirping, your brain isn't turned off, it's actually shifting into a relaxed, more open state. This helps improve focus, memory, and even creativity. Studies have shown that people who regularly walk in green spaces perform better on memory tasks, even older adults. And here's a beautiful part of all this: it doesn't take long. Just 20 minutes of walking in a park or sitting quietly near greenery has been shown to improve attention and mood for hours afterward. Not only does your mind feel clearer, but you're less likely to feel overwhelmed or anxious. Let me share a quick story. A retired teacher named Alan, who's now 78, used to feel drained after lunch. He'd sit by the window, half napping but never quite rested. Then he made a small change. He began taking short walks around his neighborhood, just 3 blocks and back. Within a few weeks, he noticed something incredible. He was remembering more details from conversations, and his afternoon energy came back. His doctor? Impressed. His grandkids? Thrilled to see Grandpa playing board games again without nodding off. It's also important to note how nature affects your emotional well-being. Many older adults struggle with loneliness, especially if their children are grown or their friends have moved away. But the moment you step outside, even just into a community garden or onto a sunny sidewalk, you connect with something bigger than yourself. Nature doesn't judge, it doesn't rush you, and it's always there. It's like an old friend that welcomes you every single time. You might also find that being outdoors brings back memories. The smell of pine trees, the feel of cool wind, the sound of leaves crunching underfoot, all of it can spark joy or nostalgia. These are the kinds of small moments that give our days more meaning. And sometimes, they're just a reminder we need that life still holds beautiful surprises. So whether it's reading under a tree, tending to a few potted plants, or walking in the early morning sun, these moments nourish your spirit just as much as they sharpen your mind. You don't need to do anything fancy. The goal isn't exercise or productivity. The goal is connection. Let's take that spirit of connection one step further, because the final reason to embrace nature may surprise you. By now, we've talked about how nature calms the nervous system and sharpens the mind. But perhaps the most amazing thing of all is this. Spending time in nature after 70 can actually improve your physical health in real, measurable ways. How? Let's talk about movement. When you step outside, you're more likely to move, even if it's just a little. Maybe you walk to your mailbox. Maybe you stroll to the garden. Maybe you simply shift around on a bench, watching the clouds. All of it adds up. Movement in fresh air is gentler on your joints and easier on your breathing. You get sunlight, which boosts vitamin D, crucial for bones, muscles, and your immune system. And here's the magic: sunlight on your skin in the morning helps regulate your body clock. That means better sleep at night, which leads to better energy during the day. So, a little sun on your face in the early morning can mean fewer restless nights and groggy afternoons. But the benefits don't stop there. Nature also helps regulate blood pressure, heart rate, and even blood sugar. Studies show that people who spend more time outside tend to have better cardiovascular health and even fewer symptoms of depression and chronic pain. And if you've ever struggled with motivation to move more, nature helps with that too. Walking outdoors doesn't feel like exercise. It feels like freedom. Like being human again. Like being part of the world, not just watching it pass by through a window. But maybe the most precious gift nature gives us in this stage of life is this. It brings us back to joy. You see, aging is often framed around loss, less energy, fewer friends, more aches and worries. But nature reminds us we are still deeply alive. The blooming of a flower, the chirp of a bird, the smell of rain on pavement, these aren't just pretty moments. They're reminders that life, even in its quietest hours, still holds beauty. When you spend time outside, you connect not just with the world, but with yourself. You remember who you were at 30, or 50, or even last year. You remember that laughter comes easily when the breeze is just right and that sitting in silence can be just as healing as a conversation. So I want to invite you, encourage you, to give yourself 20 minutes a day. Not for chores. Not for obligations. Just for you. For your body. Your mind. Your spirit. Let nature become part of your daily rhythm. Let it be your medicine, your therapy, your gentle companion. And if you're thinking, what difference will 20 minutes make? I'll say this. The difference might be a better night's sleep, a calmer mood, a stronger memory, a little less pain, a little more joy. That's not small. That's everything. Now, before we go, if this message resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you. Have you had a moment in nature that changed your day, or even your life? Share it in the comments. Let's build a community of people who are rediscovering the healing power of the outdoors. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We have many more conversations just like this one, warm, real, and full of hope. Until next time, remember, every day is a gift. And nature? It's the ribbon that wraps it all together. See you out there, friends.